And we are back at the KIC 2023, and we are going into our match number 5. And what's your expectations for this match?
Ultimate battle!
Ultimate battle. Well, they have to go through game 5 and game 6 to make that happen. So yeah, I'm waiting for ultimate battles as well. Like, why not? Like, first day ultimate battle, let's go.
Let's go. And once we go to the ultimate battle, every hero pool will be refreshed. That also means you can use any hero that want, and also for blind pick.
That's right.
You don't need to go through the band pick phase again. You're just gonna directly bring it out.
That's right. Every hero is gonna be out of the box, fresh for everyone to use. And I just can't wait for that to happen. It's gonna be an awesome time. And but before that, we're gonna go into our game number 5. I feel like this is gonna be a really important match because whoever wins this match get the game point advantage. So yeah, let's see what's gonna happen here.
Beijing WB chose to stay on the blue side, and for Wuhan eStarPro stayed on the red, and Butterfly again being the permanent advance. Slims also definitely won't let Yizhen to have that hero.
Yeah, Florentino also get out of the map right now. Here's Beijing WB blaming Slim and that hero. Also Zip is gonna be gone. I'm sorry, Zip not gonna be making it on eStarPro right now. Butterfly going down, as you know. Always gonna be on the ban spot.
Oh, finally! That show, I've been waiting for this hero to show up for such a long time.
I thought I would never see Dachao, but here it is. I feel like Dachao's maybe Fuzi, but
yeah, Fuzi,
yeah,
definitely.
Maybe they get the first pick. Maybe eStar want to counter with the Fuzi, but I don't know. Maybe they're tricking eStar to make some unnecessary picks.
Yeah, but for Wuhan eStarPro, they are so familiar with the Dachao strategy. So first, they take out this Gongsun Li, since Gongsun Li's ulti can allow this hero to push the hero out of the formation from Dachao signability.
Yeah, I feel like eStar just not phased by this at all. They're not phased by Beijing WB's Fuzi and Dachao combination. So yeah, I feel like eStar already know what kind of strategy that they're doing right now, so they're finding a good way to counter that.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. We know that there's some kind of strategy, some classic combo that is from the KPL region and HOK, right? So usually we would use Haya. Or we would use Zhang Liang to be the counter-attack towards Dachao strategy, but this time they're all absent from the new patch.
That's right, all absent. Also Jin Chan's absent. And that leaves only one character, Eclipse.
Yeah.
Eclipse still is on the table, but that's the only suppression you're gonna get. The rest of the suppression hero pretty much out of the map. So this allows a lot of the AoE heroes to do those crazy initiations. No one's gonna stop them.
Oh, I know what you mean, right?
Yeah.
Just go for the team fight, right? And try to solidify your front line to make sure that you're gonna be tanky enough. For example, Wuhan eStarPro taking out Kaiser and taking out Lumber to make sure that they can be the one to be bounded by Fuzi's ulti. Because the key point of this Dachao strategy is not only doing the split push being so slippery, but also Fuzi can do the great initiation, right? Bounce someone and put down the burst damage and make sure they can have numbers advantage.
Oh, I love this. Some OG heroes is on the map. There's gonna be Yukio, Tachibana, and Cao Cao on the top lane. And yeah, I feel like these two heroes, I haven't seen them in a long time, but it's really exciting to see this with Beijing WB picks.
And as you can see, after Beijing WB go for the Dachao strategy, they just take Burstman out. Actually, this is the double warrior strategy.
Oh, this is interesting, I feel like the ADC Chaoshi is going to be playing Fuzi. It's going to be a lot of pressure for eStars, but they already know a way to handle this, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, well, before it again, we mentioned we always use Haya or Xishi to do the counter attack, try to drag people out of the formation from Dachao signability. But this time, without those zeros, right, they are removed from this patch. How is eStarPro gonna use this new kind of comp? It's not bad, but it's not that efficient.
Lumbar's first ability is changed.
Oh yeah, Lumbar's first ability!
He can knock
that's it.
This Dachao out of its formation.
Yeah.
And also Yizhen's ultimate Arlie can do the same thing. So there's a lot of knockback damage applied. Also Kai can knock a little bit back of Dachao. So a lot of different strategy here by eStar. I really like their really strategy implementation, that they know that Lumbar's first ability can knock people back. So it's gonna be cool to see that happening.
Yeah. I mean, Actually, I guess we need to break down a little bit about Lumber's skill change. Because like in HOK, we know that Lumber shares some similarity with Numo, right? But this time in this new patch, Lumber's first ability just can push them out of the way, right?
Yeah,
it
like a
has no
bowling
back.
ball, you know, I push the first initial target, that initial target knocks back any hero standing in its path up for 1 second. Such a value skill, like, you just can't ask for more. First ability, it's possible to knock all 5 heroes up at the same time with just one ability.
True. And also combined with Gongsun ulti, they have enough ability try to push them out of the formation for that strategy. So that might be the way how Wuhan eStarPro are going to handle this strategy.
That's right. Game number 5, ladies and gentlemen. Beijing WB on your left on the blue versus Wuhan eStarPro on the right on the red. And let's get this thing started.
The heat, we can feel it. And these are the fans for Wuhan eStarPro. They're saying the eternal star, which is Wuhan eStarPro.
That's right. Such a beautiful chant by the crowd, giving the energy to the players. And you can see that, you know, this early starting in the mid, you know, getting that fast level 2. And here's going to be Charlotte facing this Da Chao and this Chao Chao in the top lane. A little bit of, you know, pressure here, but shouldn't be too worried about it since Charlotte can really handle things by himself. This Sun Ling Wei player.
Yeah, I mean, like, if these two teams are trying to do the data strategy play around this, it's just kind of like back to their comfort zone, right? It's gonna be the normal game. And usually, I mean, in KPL, some skirmishes only will happen after they upgrade to level 4.
Yes, and also in this version, I feel like Charlotte's damage reduction is not debuff. It's still 35% reduction. So you're gonna see, like, with the Intimidate, he's gonna go in, this player, he's gonna do absorbing a lot of damage, but at the same time dealing a lot of knockups at the same time, granting a lot of CCs for its team.
So Charlotte definitely will be so powerful during the lanings, and also like for Cao Cao in the current patch in HOK, he's so OP, but in this new patch, not that.
Yeah, I have to agree with Nora here, and yeah, plus this new Taylor version is really made for some heroes. Some heroes, you know, got the buff, some heroes got the debuff, but overall, I feel like it's a well-balanced version.
Yeah. So if they go to that normal playing style, they will only do something after all of those members upgrade to level 4, especially for Xingyu, his Da Chao. He need to use his ulti, try to summon his allies and try to initiate something instant by using Fuzi's ulti.
Yes, I was surprised, like, some of the Da Chao players actually go mid, but this time this Da Chao is actually more support-wise.
They can operate the game for Beijing. They can operate the game because they can just let Da Chao to bring someone, play as a duo, and try to steal the tower.
Ooh, the Frozen came in time, and Ling Han just came in at the right timing, using that first ability to travel 2 times forward, dashing in front of this Qinrong. Zhiya goes down. That's going to be first blood for Beijing Weibo.
And Beijing will just break the balance.
Yeah.
Right? After they take down Qinrong, they also made Wuhan eStarPro no more
the flash.
damage out.
Xiaoxi goes in, Arlie goes down. Here's the rest of the team coming in, defeating another hero at the bottom lane. eStarPro's tower is coming into this explosion, but here's gonna be Kaiser coming to the rescue.
You can really see that there's a line, there's a timeline drawn in Beijing WB's mind, right? They exactly know how they're gonna use the Da Chao strategy because they're so familiar with this one, the original strategy, the classic one, and just see the accuracy of Xiaoxi's flash combined with his ulti. It is not easy to lock in Gongsun Li, right? Be so flexible.
That's right. Native Gem is not easy. I have tried it myself. 100 time, you know, I only got 1 out of 100. And there's gonna be, you know, Arlie. I feel like Arlie is not really farming up that well. You know, she really can't clear those lanes, getting those ghosts. But you know, it's really depending on Kaiser. If Kaiser can get this dragon, it's gonna get some go boost. But here's come the rest of the team. Beijing Weibo with ultimate of Da Chao getting it over. Yukio goes down, but they ended up getting the dragon.
Yeah, they got the dragon. This is the 1-1 trade, and they're chasing down Zimo. Zimo just roaming from the high ground tower in the mid. Wow.
That's right. He's like, I can
This
run.
man is
I
a
can run.
giveaway.
And I can take the elevator, the express
Oh.
back into base, and that's a show for the whole crowd here in the stadium, and just cheering on for this Chao Chao to go back home.
It seems like Zimo just doing the running race.
And I realize something like Zimo, this Chao Chao is kind of like the upgrade version. You know, he had his auto attack is long distance.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's so cool to see that. Like, some hero got stronger, some heroes remain balanced. Overall, pretty balanced.
And right now, Wuhan eStarPro, they try to initiate. Lumber comes in into the blue buff side.
Ooh, tracking some risky move. I feel like Weibo's still doing really good protection of his blue, because there's going to be Kaiser around the area, kind of like trying to test the water, trying to get this blue enough possible. Here's the ultimate coming out. Yukio Tachibana doing a lot of damage. Here's going to Chaoshi using the stun, the flip to whip in Kaiser. Kaiser goes away, but Charlotte was left with Fuzi in the dust.
Well, Charlotte was overcommitted a little bit in that skirmishes, but I would say this will be in favor for Wuhan eStarPro because they sacrificed the Charlotte, but they gained themselves the mid lane tower.
Yes, mid lane tower is super important. I feel like with Jia in the mid lane, they shouldn't worry about that mid lane too much, because Jia can use his ultimate or the first ability, second ability to really clean out the waves as fast as possible.
True. And now they rotate to the top side of the map. eStar know that if they try to slow down Beijing Weibo's operating strategy, they need to managing their waves. They need to send those waves across the riverside. They need to make sure that Beijing Weibo won't go so deep into their own towers.
Definitely, they want to be, you know, proactive. You know, Wuhan eStar knows what Beijing Weibo is doing, so you know they can't be reactive. They can't be sitting around waiting for them to make the first move. They need to be like proactive and try to, you know, balance their trade-off.
Yeah. And also, Wuhan eStarPro, they really know the dash strategy because they're also good at it.
Yes, and
Beijing
here's some
Weibo.
small skirmish. Chaoshi, you know, versus Charlotte here. A little bit swimming. Here's the rest of the team. The reinforcement is going to come in, the cavalry, but they still want to back off because they, you know that Arlie and Lombard just waiting around the corner right here.
And they know that it is uncontested to play against Wuhan eStarPro in the mid game. Because in the mid game, Charlotte with that Intimidate, he's gonna stand forever during the team fight. And also, Ari, by using his mobility, he has such a high ceiling, right, of this hero. And even with the red buff,
here is the ultimate item, the support that gaining that speed. Howling Emblem, getting speed to the whole entire team. Fuzu goes down, and it's gonna be Tsuya taking him out. 1-0 man killing 1-0 man out of nowhere.
I don't know what.
Oh my god, that's crazy. And yes, Fuzu goes down. Chelsea, that's gonna be one of the cords getting destroyed from Beijing Weibo, so that left a lot of room for eStar to make more plays.
And the most important thing is that they take Chaoshi down, they take Fuzi down. Without Fuzi, Beijing Weibo rarely had like the measure to lock in someone and try to, you know, put those burst damage on it.
Yes, and right here, right now, I feel like, you know, Beijing Weibo's rhythm is a little bit slowed down here as, you know, eStar Pro just fighting back right now.
It feels like eStarPro is just leading the game pace. I mean, Beijing Weibo do got the go lead, but Wuhan eStarPro just playing a more proactive way. And that makes sense because they know that this is the most powerful time, a powerful phase for this comp, right? They really need to make something happen. They really need to just squat in. But for Beijing Weibo, they're not in a rush, right? they try to operate the game. They try to disengage.
Definitely do not want to overextend too much right here.
Yeah.
But just waiting for the right timing to go in. Look at this 1v1
The
combat
solo.
at the bottom. But here, Cao Cao activated his ultimate. He was able to get a lot of life steal within that time.
And Beijing Weibo, they try to make something happen on the top side of the map. Frozen, it is for Kaiser. And now Beijing Weibo, they try to squish in, but the ulti from Zhao Jun just blocked all the people away.
Yes, Kaiser's ultimate is blown out right now. And he used that just to survive, even getting frozen in that AoE, and also getting, binded by Chao Shi's ultimate. Because Kaiser just so tank, the ultimate just managed him to stay alive.
Yeah, and that's the reason why you can always see Kaiser to be picked as a counterattack towards that strategy, even in KPL region. Because of his tankiness, because of his super armor move, he can last for a lot of time.
Yes, here we go again, super armor, but here is still going to be the fight happening. Yi-Zhen doing some damage and using that almost frenzy ready, using that red buff, getting the attack moving forward, but the elevator is going to be there, sending Ling Hun back to save his life. Only one member of Beijing Weibo goes down, and eStar is picking up the pace.
And eStar, they're trying to find Cao Cao out, find Zimo out, they're chasing him down. And again, eStarPro, after they gain themselves the advantage, they try to maximize it, right? Right now, they're just taking their hand on the Dark Tyrant, try to guard it, and Zimo tried to ambush in the bushes, but he was found out by Su Lingwen. Su Lingwen comes in, but he was bound by Fuzi. Just try to slow him down. They're waiting. Weibo's waiting, but they need to give off the Dark Tyrant to hand it over to eStarPro.
Yes, I think eStarPro just trying to balance their goals right now before engaging in those really crucial fights.
Yeah. And again, eStarPro, they really need to do something during the mid game, because they know since the time goes on, they will be so annoyed about that just strategy split up push. Right?
Yeah, definitely.
At
the end, they can't really push even without minions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Beijing Weibo is not in a rush. They know that they can operate the game. They can just disengage, and try to farm out a little bit.
Yes, and this Kaiser just so tanky, and you can see the initiation here. I mean, it almost worked. Yi-Zhen got caught, but the rest of the team goes in. Lombard goes forward, try to go for the cleanup, and that teleportation saved that Yukio's life.
It's more like eStar. They rarely care about the positioning when they're doing the team fight. They just utilizing their tankiness, try to squeeze in, right?
Definitely.
Just cut in.
That's right. Cut in and try to do as much as possible here.
It was like, slow down, wow, whatever.
That's right. I feel like eStar on the retreat, but Weibo has to watch it. They can't be overextending too much.
Yeah. True.
Because they have Zia. Zia can slow them down. Zia can use those AoE to knock them up and create a zoning effect. But also Princess Paws is going to be there. And here's the Howling Emblem. Getting caught is going to be Yukio. No, not Yukio. Cao Cao went down. Zimo was in the grass, and eStar found him.
Wow, Zimo tried to make the setup for eStarPro and tried to do the split push, but look how smooth it was by Yi-Zhen using his ulti and tried to kite Zimo.
Yes, and I feel like eStar taking one member down, that means they have the Super Vanguard. They're going to use that at the bottom lane. Shadow Vanguard is going to destroy every single minion in that lane at that time, and summoning a big Vanguard at the bottom lane.
And that somehow just buy eStarPro much more time to manage their wave on the top side of the map, and they're sending in those minions trying to do something on the high ground tower. Chao Shi missed his target by using this flash. That might be the cue for eStarPro.
Such a fast reaction by the players of eStarPro. Oh my gosh. And still, I feel like the push is going to be good bottom because the dragons are here. It's going to be Charlotte. And I feel like eStarPro can, be more separate now because they have the map control now.
Yeah. So actually they can just scatter and manage all three lanes at the same time, but they still need to be cautious about Fuzi, right?
Yeah.
But again, without the flash, Fuzi will not be that useful during the team fight.
That's right. And Arlie already have most of this item, and look at that, level 16, and her level is just gonna go way up later on.
Yeah.
And here is going to be Beijing Weibo in trouble. The Dragon are arriving, and every member of eStarPro is within the base. Bottom tower goes down. The fight is going to be happening. It's going to be forceful fight. It's going to be Charlotte after me intimidate.
Shaw still standing there.
Yes.
And Shaw still gaining the time. And
But look at Yukio.
Yukio also jump in with his Topsy smile. The tough guy, the tough duo on the Topsy side. And also like for Shaw, stand forever. And even trying to escape away from the surrounding. But here comes Yukio Tachibana. Lin Hen again, double quell goes over to him.
What an intense battle. I feel like the battle is happening, part A on the bottom of the tower, and the other part of the battle happening in the jungle where Yukio Tachibana was doing a lot of damage to Ija. And Ija actually went down first. And Sun Lingwei still have to intimidate, but he was the last one to go down, but the rest of his ally already went out. So it didn't have enough time to survive by himself.
Yeah. Oh, here's the ambush. Here's the setup.
Yes, the setup might be happening because right now they're 2-man down. Here's Kaiser coming back. Maybe eStar is smelling something not right, so they are super cautious right now of their positioning.
And right now the result won't be that promising for Wuhan eStarPro because they know that they missed a chance after Beijing Weibo just slashed back by using Yukio Tachibana by Lin Hen. That might be the turning point of the whole game because we can see that Beijing Weibo just reclaimed the map control.
Yes, right now it was like a whole table turnaround. At one point eStarPro was like, I got the control and I got the map control and everything was just in my control, in my hands. But now the table has turned. Beijing Weibo has those towers and they're moving in like on the rest of the towers. They're so close to the high grounds of eStarPro.
I mean, the power of the map control will be totally different for both teams. As for Beijing Weibo, now they have the priority to do the step push, right? They can make sure that they always have a winning lane on all 3 lanes since they do have the map control. But as for Wuhan eStarPro, it's really hard for them to do
here's
something.
Chino getting caught, but it's okay. The rest of the allies are here. Yukio arriving at the scene. Here's going to be Charlotte trying to get away, but getting knocked out. 1 man down for eStarPro, and that's going to be trouble for them to hold on.
Wuhan eStarPro, they also want to fight back again, but the problem is that after they fall behind in the game, they rarely had the way to initiate because the only ability they have is Lombo's ulti, right? And it is not available right now.
But the Howling Moon is going to be there, but they're 1 man short, and that bottom tower is just getting destroyed by Chao Shi. Chao Shi, the tower destroyer, moving in on the middle tower after he finished down the bottom. Now they're moving in towards the top, or maybe just get the dragon first and then come back for the towers.
Yeah, Juicy, like you're addressing Chao Shi as the tower destroyer. It's no matter what kind of hero he play, right? He's always aiming at the towers.
That's right. He has only tower in his eyes. Like he has a tunnel vision for the towers.
Well, I would say that actually would be the principle of the whole game.
Yeah. Lock down, tunnel vision on Arlie, and get your priority targets and go for those towers.
Yeah.
And now they have the Shadow Vanguards. At first eStarPro has it. Now, the Shadow Vanguards is working in Weibo's favor.
And after the Vanguards is in favor of Beijing Weibo, they can easily tear down the high ground towers due to the Prince of Frost, right, using the ulti block them away, and also Fuzi is a great tower destroyer.
That's right. Pressure, a lot of pressure here on the mid lane, top lane here for eStar, and I feel like they can manage the waves because they still have Zia in the background doing some AoE damages, but this dragon is just so tough to take down.
Yukio's in danger. Wow, that was really close. But check the top lane. We can see Kaiser's ulti has been forced out, and he'll break out the ulti of Princess Frost, and Charlotte comes in. A second ability, dash in again, still trying to chasing him down, but Dacha's first ability just knocked them back.
Yes, a lot of CCs, smaller CCs actually, mini CCs to slow down Charlotte's engagement. And I feel like Charlotte almost makes some great plays there, but kind of like back off because, she really doesn't have much immunity at that time.
True.
I feel like the table actually been equalized right now. I feel like eStar does have a chance. But look at this Cao Cao. What is he
Yeah,
doing?
Zemo being so sneaky, but Sunliwei just had that kind of sensation. He's trying to find him out.
Yes, right here is going to be Xiaoxi. Try to move forward, try to make something happen here, but run into Lumbar and just hitting a brick wall. So they are fighting for this Tyrant. Here's the ultimate flash coming in from Ziyan. Here it's going to knocked up coming in. The flash forced out of Xiaoxi. But here's the turnaround, the comeback. Here's going to be Li Han doing some damage. One falls down.
He can
for
come
eStar.
back. They're chasing. It's going to be the turn for Beijing Weibo. But check the first ability from Ziya. Just knock him out and slow them down. Wow, even it again. This
Even
is a
with
1,
the
2,
flash.
3.
Oh my god, Shinron just try to do the maximum damage that he can before moving back home.
Yeah.
But what an intense battle that was. Oh my god. Charlotte try to go in. Goes a little bit too deep. You know, he will, if he can just like back up a little bit, wait for his teammates, but the calculation is slightly off there.
Yeah. I mean, Sunliwei also needs to be careful in the late game because he needs to, you know, be the one to clean up the field. And right now, the Tempest Dragon will spawn.
Whoa, the second Tempest Dragon of the day, actually. And here, it's going to be Xiaoxi going after Kaiser. Kaiser going back, you know, I'm really tank. You shouldn't be touching me right now. But everybody just surrounding this Tempest Dragon, waiting for have a chance to get the Tempest Dragon in time. Hopefully, you know, both team, you know, have a great chance of getting it. But map control wise, I feel like Beijing Weibo has most of the map control right now, so they have a higher chance of getting it.
And also, due to that Cao's outie, they had a faster way to let Cao Cao support to the front. So that's the reason why Beijing Weibo actually had the priority to gain the vision control of the Tempest Dragon cam, and now the Frozen.
Ooh, the Frozen.
Go to the Kai.
Kaiser getting weared down. His HP is not looking too good, so might want to back up. Recall back to base. It's going to be a retreat for eStar. They might want to come back really fast because the Tempest Dragon is arriving at the scene already. So they want to keep their eyes here, but waiting for Kaiser to arrive before they engage.
It's like the same scenario, right? eStarPro, they are facing so many decisions. There's too many information right now on the battlefield. They need to be so decisive.
You can see that 3 hero from Weibo has
flash
Sky.
in.
Here's the damage. Fuzu goes down early, has so much damage. And then Shinron just getting binded, but Shinron is released from its bind. Fuzu is down, so that means eStar have a good chance of getting this Tempest Dragon.
I mean, eStar was just be there and waiting. Xiaoxi was a little bit too rushed, you know, overcommitted a little bit. But that's gonna be the key point for Wuhan eStarPro, and it's gonna be the time for them to fight back, 5 people together, and they're trying to kite in Beijing Weibo, but Cao Cao just directly come in, flash in, flash for flash, and he was controlled by Ari. Easy. Wow, Yicheng is just showcasing his ability. But check Charlotte, this is the solo, chasing this new kill touch bomb. Now the first bullet tried to get away from it, but he was shut down by Charlotte.
Oh my god, the answer. The Charlotte coming in from the sky. And look at that, the damage reduction is so much. Using that pure sky with this passive intimidate. And he's just unstoppable right now. Look at this Sunliwei doing some damage. Going to Xiao Chao's face.
Try to end it, eStar. Try to end the game. Here comes the minion waves and foods. The killer sprint goes over to Asian. It's gonna be the end. Congratulations to Wuhan eStarPro.
There was so much behind in those map controls, behind in those goals and towers, and they still managed to fight back in those team fights.
I mean, like, the whole game is kind of like different playing style, right, compared to the previous matchups, right? They are trying to slow down, they're using their wisdom, they're trying to operate the game, but suddenly, after the Tempest Dragon spawned, everything just went so explosive.
Yeah, like that, everything just turned around, like the Tempest Dragon, just like the main focus point for every single round. Everybody just surrounded that dragon pit, surrounded that bush.
Like the fill up.
Yeah, like the fill up, you know, everybody just start joining the party, you know. I feel like the Tempest Dragon is where the party should be.
Yeah, and we can see like actually no one really want to get their hand on the Tempest Dragon. They're trying to play around the Tempest Dragon. The only thing that they want is when they're operating the game, do the preset, they're trying to find the minor opportunity, try to open the window for their take.
Yeah, that's right. And that open window for eStarPro is perfect. Like they got their the initial engagement first, and they took out the crucial players. And Charlotte with that 1v1 versus Yukio Tachibana. Wow, the damage reduction. I mean, Yukio has those damage reduction, but compared to Charlotte, it was not a comparison.
I mean, fairly speaking, you can't blame that on Yukio Tachibana because in the late game, Charlotte are fully decked out, right? And also the Pierce guy, the Intimidate, and his passive. This man looks like a warrior. Wow, boy, he's actually a tank.
Yeah, tank, warrior, like assassin, I would like to say. So yeah, crazy match right there. And yeah, that's going to be the game point for Wuhan eStar.
Yeah, that's going to be the game point for Wuhan eStarPro. And we know that whatever the situation it will be, they never change their play style, right? Being so aggressive, try to fight all the time, being so scrappy. And actually for Beijing Weibo, this team is known for making miracles.
Yes.
Right? They're known for fall behind and push back again, because I still remember when they were in the 2020 KIC, right? In the finals, they fall behind and the rivalries reached the match point with 3-0, and they make it happen.
Wow, they made it happen. They made a comeback.
And then to the ultimate battle and end up with a 4-3.
Wow, that's insane. So definitely, this team definitely make a miracle comeback. So they don't have to be so daunting in losing this match. They still have a long way to go. Even though if they lose, they still have a lot of chance. But definitely, they want to try their best in order to keep their game alive in this group stage.
I mean the resilience one.
Yeah, resilient. They want to go to that group stage. That's their that's their ultimate goals right now.
So like the goal for Beijing will definitely will be go for the ultimate battle, and we are so excited about witnessing that ultimate battle happen for the first day in our tournament, right?
Yeah.
Because in this patch we know that everything remains unknown, so you don't even know what's gonna be the true answer for the ultimate. Everything can come out.
Yeah, I feel like maybe Butterfly is gonna appear in the.
Oh yeah.
Because like no restrictions. You can grab anyone you feel like you desire. So we're gonna see like the first day, the first answer for all these ultimate heroes, and this is a really good example for the other teams that are watching it. And so they're studying like about the Wuhan eStar ultimate battle compositions and also the Beijing Weibo's composition as well. So yeah, a lot of people are watching right now. They're studying about this first game.
And I remember that some teams already be here, right, in the arena, though they are not competing today, right?
Yeah.
Just being there.
Yeah, I saw like some wild card qualifier teams, in the stadium tonight. So if you're here, you might see some other teams from other regions, scoping around, kind of, checking out the competitions a little. You know what I'm saying?
And also maybe like showing their support, right?
Yeah, showing
because
their
support. they have some like favorite players from different regions.
Showing some love and peace. Actually you saw them on the camera angle sometimes. So yeah, they might still be here. We gotta say hi to them later.
Okay, definitely. And actually, back on track on the stats for both teams. I don't know, it just made me feel like whoever trying to play aggressively, proactively, who's gonna win the game, right? It's not really about the gold, it's not really about the kills, it's more like you need to gain the chance for yourself.
That's right, you have to adapt on the fly. You can't really stick with one strategy, you gotta stick with different kind of strategies.
Yes. And alright, this time MVP goes over to Yizhen.
Yes, Yizhen with that early. Wow, a lot of damage. And look at that 5-3 KDA. And yeah, at first, in the beginning, he was facing a lot of trouble. And I remember that, that kill from, Fuzu's flashing over, and that brought a lot of trouble for Arlie in the early game. But still, eStar managed to fight back in the late games.
And one of the highlights I still remember from Yizhen from this Arlie is that after he stepped into the setup from Zimo's Cao Cao on the top side of the map, and he just instantly using his ulti and dodge that burst damage. and try to kite more.
Yes, and we're gonna go back to the replays of some of the highlights we've seen so far. And you can see that Lombard try to go for that ultimate and knocking back this Yukio. Yukio goes down, and I feel like that's the big turning point at the early games where, you know, Wuhan eStarPro getting that dragon first, getting that first momentum.
True. And this might be the last team fight. This might be the last team fight. After they saw that Beijing Weibo got numbers in deficit, they're trying to bait Beijing Weibo to fight again. And this one, right? Flash, but they just trick it out.
Yes.
Was the most flash.
Yeah, also, you know, Kaiser absorbed so much damage. I almost thought he's going to fall down, but he's kept alive. So a lot of damage being absorbed up by Kaiser, and a lot of abilities went to Kaiser. So this allows, you know, eStarPro to clean up the rest of the members from Beijing Weibo.
Yeah, I mean, like both teams, they're quite familiar with this data strategy, no matter they're using it or they're trying to counter it, right? Maybe it's also because they already used up a lot of new heroes and a lot of like combos, right? For the next matchup, and also for the drops, I do believe Butterfly and also Slim is going to be the permanent ban. But what else while they bring? Did Weibo use Lumber?
No, not yet.
No,
Only one
not
team
yet, right.
used Lumber, so
Yeah.
Still a available option. A lot of great option available for the Lumber haven't picked yet. So, you know, Beijing Weibo can actually do some combos with that.
Yeah, so but that also left a question to Beijing Weibo. Well, they ban away Da Chao, right? Because eStar is really good at playing that strategy, and we know that Shishi and also Haya was absent in this patch. So maybe if they try to secure at least the ultimate battle, they need to ban away Da Chao. Well, anyway, we will find it out after a break, and we will go for game 5.
Let's go.